Okay, so carbohydrates. We have three sorts of carbohydrates, keeping this simple, okay, because we will go into more depth on other videos, on nutrition videos, and in your diet plans and everything, you'll start to understand a lot more. So I'm going to go for a brief description of it. Okay, you have complex carbohydrates, you have sugary carbohydrates, you have fibrous carbohydrates. A complex carbohydrate is a slow burning carbohydrate. So we predominantly use carbohydrates for energy. So when we eat carbohydrates, okay, our pancreas releases insulin and it opens up the cells of the muscles and pushes the energy into the muscles to give us more energy, basically. So when we do that, we get this insulin spike. So the more sugary the carbohydrate, the more insulin spike we get. It's a big spike if it's sugary, and it's a fast drop. So afterwards you're going to feel a nice big high and then a horrible low. So what the body then requires, and it kind of wants, is more of that, because you release a lot of endorphins when you get an insulin spike, and endorphins are things that make us feel good. Okay, so what we try and do is we try and base most of our diet around complex carbs. So slow burning carbohydrates, oats, sweet potato, and so forth. There'll be a list of complex carbohydrates, either a link to it or underneath this video. Okay, so what we like to do is we eat more complex carbs, so we get a slow insulin release, a slow burning energy, so it sustains in the body for longer, so we feel better. The only time we really eat sugary carbohydrates is around workouts, because we want an insulin spike then. We want to be putting nutrients into the muscle and replenishing glycogen stores really quickly. Okay, now as the day goes on, so in the morning we need more carbs, throughout the day we need more carbohydrates. As the day goes on, we don't need as many carbohydrates, depending on your lifestyle, depending on what you do in life and when you're working out. Okay, so what we do is in the evening time we swap it more to fibrous carbohydrates, which are vegetables. The body predominantly takes what it wants in terms of carbohydrate from that energy, puts it into stores in terms of the muscle, replenishes glycogen stores, which is what we're trying to do. Okay, and then it gets rid of the rest, and it takes all the vitamins and minerals from that, and obviously gets rid of the rest of them as well. If you were to be eating, say you're sitting around 9 o'clock at night, and you're not doing much apart from washing and telling, you think, I'm really hungry, what can I have? Oh, that's good for me. A good bowl of oats, okay, that's healthy. No, not the best thing to be doing whatsoever, okay, and especially if you're trying, with weight loss for, so if you're trying to bulk up, put on weight, maybe it is, okay, that's complete another video, but otherwise, bulking is where you're trying to put on size, if you're wondering, okay, and muscle mass, but otherwise, no. Why do we need energy when we're not dispersing energy? We don't need to be putting more energy into the body. So the best thing to do there would be, if you're hungry, to turn to more protein source, which I'm not going to talk about in this video, okay, I'm going to talk about it in the protein video. Okay, so we don't stuff carbohydrates when we don't need them. So look at carbohydrate as energy. It does have other benefits to the body, vitamins and minerals and other things which will be explained in other videos, but predominantly think about it as energy. Okay, so the only time you might not have carbohydrates for breakfast, because we've been predominantly told for years and years, mustn't miss your oats at breakfast, okay, is if you're insulin deficient. There's another video on insulin deficiency, and all insulin deficiency is you can eat carbohydrates, but we don't release enough insulin to deal with the carbohydrates, so the body then actually puts them into fat stores, which is terrible, okay, really bad thing. So you might be thinking, I've got a really clean diet, I'm eating really healthy in the morning, I'm having a nice healthy lunch, I'm having a healthy snack, and I'm having a healthy dinner, I'm hardly eating any carbohydrates, but what carbohydrates you are eating, your body can't deal with, so it puts it to fat stores because you have insulin deficiency. So insulin deficiency is where your body basically can't release enough insulin to take care of the carbohydrates, so it sticks them into stores, fat stores, that is. Okay, so what we do there is we predominantly go back to more protein and fat, almost pushing the body into a ketosis diet, which is another video on a ketosis diet. Don't panic, you can watch that one and understand it a little bit more. But then it takes the body away from using insulin and using fat for energy instead. Okay, and then when we want to, we start to creep carbohydrates back in, and the body's insulin levels should be a little bit more responsive and start to pick up. Now, I'm not going to go too much into detail how to do it in this, but anyway, so carbohydrates as a whole. Complex, okay, slow burning, which we should be predominantly basing our diet around. Sugary carbs, which we base them around more after workouts, okay, and fibrous carbs, which is all our vitamins and minerals and we really eat them more of an evening time. So if there's anything here you're not too sure about, or I haven't quite covered, okay, just contact me and I'll clear it up and I'll answer your question. So see you in the next one.